There's a few artefacts above the bar. There is a rugby ball that goes back to when they did the over 60s Rugby World Cup in Edinburgh. And we had this Japanese team that just adopted the place. They were in here every night, and some of these guys were well into their 70s, still playing rugby. And they signed a rugby ball and left it for us. I'm James and I'm the owner of the Blue Blazer. So the history of the Blazer, it didn't actually become a bar until 1889 when it was the Clan Alpine Bar. And then fast forward to the 80s, it was Ian White who then turned it into the Blue Blazer. The Blue Blazer is what they'd be wearing for the school up the road there. But there's been a few different stories over the years. I'm never that sure which one's true. It is very traditional and it has a real mix of customers, which is what you need for a proper local pub. I think the service and the staff are what really gets people coming back. Not everyone's doing cask ale and not everyone's doing it well. Cask ale really does bring people back in, and a lot of people have told me that they had their first ever pint in a pub in the Blue Blazer. I first met Steve out at the Nether Abbey. It wasn't long after that we were doing one of our Easter beer festivals, and we always had a theme, and this year it was hills and mountains. I'd said to Steve, can you maybe do a blonde beer and call it Pentland IPA? Which tied in nicely because he was just about to open the new brewery, which was in the shadow of the Pentlands. So we sat in his lock-up garage on the south side of Edinburgh to create what became Pentland IPA. And we had that on at the beer festival and never looked back. It's a fantastic beer.